Grand Rising. Welcome to Healing Hype Man. This is going to be a little intro video to your September reading. Three things I'm going to focus on is the Pisces full moon that takes place on the 20th, Mercury Retrograde, which is on the 26th of September, and then I'm also going to do messages from the universe, messages from spirit. I kind of want to go over the Pisces full moon first, and then the Mercury retrograde, and then we'll kind of get into your cards. If you don't care for what I have to say, then you can certainly skip ahead to the card portion of it as well. If you're watching this on Instagram, you're only going to see up to 15 minutes. So link is in my bio so that you can see the full video on YouTube. And yeah, let's get right into it. I kind of just want to get straight to the point. I don't want to be as chatty because I don't want it to be as long, but I want to give you as much information as I can and as many messages as possible. Take what resonates and let the rest flow. Let's begin. So full moon in Pisces, right? So Pisces being a water element, so we're definitely going to have a big emphasis on our feelings here. It's a mutable sign, so it's all about adapting. And Pisces is a 12th house, so it's a lot about mystical energy, magical energy in some senses, right? Things that are unseen, things happening in the unknown, and that's a massive trust that you have, realizing that there's a lot of things going on in the realm of the unknown that you're not aware of. Really diving into your gifts and being your intuition, connecting with your guides and angels, and just kind of connecting to source in general. Heavy with the dream aspect, lots of dreams coming to life. If you have a dream journal, I highly suggest you start one if you don't have one, and kind of tapping into that understanding what your subconscious and your dreams are trying to tell you. The 12th house is connected to our dreams and our subconscious. Like I just said, it's connecting to things that are not necessarily spoken all the time, but they are there in the unknown, right? Things you should focus on. Looking at the lessons learned from Aries season, from the Aries full moon through now. So it's Pisces, which is the last sign in the zodiac. So it's really taking a look at everything that has gone on since the first full moon. And the moon's going like 6-month cycles, so it's been a while. The endings of things, the closure that you're probably going to gain. It's the bridge into balancing spirituality and practicality, right? Think of it as the bridge that is balancing your spiritual self into your everyday, day-to-day life, right? Because we are in Virgo season, which is your day-to-day, how you analyze your day-to-day activity, right? And they're opposites from each other on the natal chart. So balancing spirituality with our practical life, Virgo energy, practical day-to-day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, our normal routines, right? Emphasis on tapping into your gifts so that you can balance practicality and spirituality, full moon in Pisces. I always wondered where I got that, because I say it a lot, and I got it from this Moonology deck. Balance spirituality and practicality. Other transits to focus on that are taking place here with Mars in Libra, right? Libra being balance, Mars being anger, right? There might be difficult triggers that might come up. Mars is force. Libra, it's all about balance. So focus, pay attention to that as well. Other Moon is conjuncting Neptune. Neptune lives in Pisces as well. So this is like a double dose of Pisces energy. So really heavy on our dreams and our inner needs and our emotions. A lot of emotions are going to be coming through. A lot of sensing of our emotions are going to be coming through. Right? A lot of nerves. I'm actually a little nervous right now, to put it in that sense, to do this, right, to this reading. So it's just nerves and doubting ourselves, right? Sensitivity is going to be very high during this time. We can easily be manipulated by others unconsciously, right? They don't even realize that they're doing it, but they're doing it in to gain some sense of control over you without even realizing it unconsciously. So be cautious of that, right? Tap into your intuition to avoid things like that. Don't buy into fake illusions, right? This is the opportunity for you to realize what's real and what's fake, what's reality and what's fantasy, the moon card, right? Confusion in your emotions, but this is a time to utilize your intuition in order to gain perspective on what's actually going on. Now let's talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury is partnerships. Mercury is the mind as well. The mind, how we speak, how we communicate, and it's in Mercury retrograde is taking place in Libra. Okay, that is why I definitely put partnerships and relationships. So this Mercury retrograde is going to focus on your relationships and partnerships. Libra is balance, union, right? Balancing the scales. Now, retrograde, things from the past, right? So things from the past might come up. That's why I spoke a lot about closure. There might be huge emphasis on things, looking for closure and gaining closure, or coming to the forefront from years ago that you didn't even realize you needed closure. You don't need the closure, right? You might have already done the work, but it's going to come in some form of way. A big desire to please people, tuning into other people and their views, right? That's like the confused, like double-sided Pisces energy, like you need other people's opinions. That's also the Libra energy, like indecisive, undecisive, passive-aggressive energy. That's the Libra aspect. And Mercury being in that sense, you're going to look for other people's views and values before your own, right? Make sure to look at your personal views first. And then, oh my gosh, we also have Mars in Libra, right? There's a big sense of anger, out of balance, right? Be harmonious when it comes to things. So a lot of things in Libra. Mars being in Libra with Mercury retrograde, there's going to be a little bit of an anger aspect there. So pay attention to that. Things from the past that we put aside will come up, right? That's things that you probably don't even want to address, but now is the time to address them. And the ultimate focal point here is, are you being clear? Are you sacrificing the right things for your partnerships? Look at your values, your belief systems. Are you sacrificing the right things, or are you just trying to people please? You'll kind of know how that works best for you. For each person, it might be different. And then lastly, I'm going to pull a messages from Spirit from the spellcasting deck, and I'll kind of go deep into what the book has to say for that message. Be sure to check your sun, moon, and rising signs. I would do that since there's a lot of messages that can come through, and I'm pulling cards on each topic, so it might be different for each sign. So I would suggest looking at your sun, moon, rising, and then we can take it from there. And let's get into the cards, right? Cancer, welcome to your messages for September. So I have 3 topics we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about the full moon in Pisces. I have a message for you for that. I have a Mercury retrograde lessons message for you, right? What lessons we need to look back on. And then I have overall messages from Spirit. Super excited about this Cancer reading right now. Now, Pisces, full moon, balancing spirituality, practicality, magic. I have for you, for us, you're very close to achieving your goal. Look at that moon. Oh my God, love that. Right, we are seeing the magic in things and trusting in the universe, and we are so close to achieving our goals, right, where we feel like we might have already be achieving them, but there's always more to achieve. Let's see what's coming out for us. Strength. Wow. Page of Swords. Right, we have done a lot of courage work here, a lot of strength, vulnerability as well, and we learned a lot about ourselves. We have learned a lot about what it takes to achieve our goals with the Page of Swords here. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. And we are living an abundant lifestyle with what we have learned and the vulnerability that we put ourselves through. And I don't even know if I like that card. You're very close to achieving your goal. No, I think you really pretty much already are there. The High Priestess. Look at that. Pisces energy. We are tapping into the magic here. We realize how much confidence we have gained and the things that we have learned about ourselves and others, and what our foundation is and how to build our foundation. 10 of Pentacles. it could very well be family aspects, but more of like, I do readings for self. So you're only going to get self reading here. And you are realizing that you have achieved your goals. You are, and if you don't feel that way, you're very close to it. Just keep learning about yourself, learning about what makes you stable and solid and secure, and tapping into our intuition, our water-like energy, and trusting our gut and trusting our intuition, and knowing that she's always there by our side, even when you don't think that she is. She's guiding you in the right direction, but we're doing things with vulnerability. We're doing things with courage. We are secure and confident in how we speak, right? Especially when it comes to things that have to do with us and our foundation and our stability, right? Trusting in the magic. Trust the magic that's here. That's what I see here. That is definitely what I see here, right? Escaping into the unknown so that we can tap into our dreams and talking to our guides and learning from them, right? Which ultimately we're learning from ourselves, because they kind of set us up in the right direction, and we co-create with spirit, and we kind of move in that direction based off things that we kind of feel, right? We make decisions based off co-creating everything with the universe, and not everything might have gone our way. Not everything might have gone our way. 5 of Cups and 4 of Cups, but I'm also not going to take anyone's shit. I'm worth more than 4 cups. I'm worth more than 4 cups. You can keep your shitty offer. Oh my god, somebody just said that. Chris, oh, I know who said that. I'm not taking your shitty offer because I know I'm worth more. Even things might not go my way, I know what I'm worth, and it's not 4. Bam. Because I'm a Queen of Cups. We are emotionally stable here. Absolutely. If you have Cancer and Virgo in your chart, and we're in Virgo season, that is like the ultimate, like, emotionally, you're more emotionally stable than others. If you have Cancer and Virgo anywhere in your chart, especially Sun, Moon, or Rising, you are more emotionally stable than most, by the way. Now, let's get into Mercury retrograde. Message here for us, lesson they want us to focus on is forgiveness. That's heavy for me. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. 10 of Pentacles. We are solid and secure, of course, right? But forgiveness might be something we need to touch base on. Our belief systems here. The Devil. Oh, wow. And Justice. Oh, wow. Oh, my God, I just got to... Forgiveness blocks the flow of love, right? And with the things from the past might come up with Mercury retrograde. This is the topic we're talking about now, and it's in the sign of Libra. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra or Capricorn in the past that you might get closure on, and you're a solid person and you have battled your belief systems here. But this might be a time for you to forgive that toxic person, forgive that person that was attached to you or you were attached to. Right? It doesn't always have to be them to you. You very well could have been attached to them, but you didn't really realize because your beliefs weren't in the right place. And just forgiving yourself, one, if that's the case, forgiving yourself. Right? You did the best you could with the tools you had, and it might not have been all balanced at that point in time, but this is an opportunity for you to balance out the scale, weigh it out, allow it to be balanced, allow it for it to just level out nicely, Cancer. You are secure. You don't necessarily need the forgiveness from whoever might be coming your way, right? Stay solid when it comes to your foundation and your beliefs. Your beliefs that you have, right? Don't battle your beliefs up to this point, and then this person comes back into your life, and now you're questioning yourself. Don't you dare do that. Don't do that. This is an opportunity for you to balance the scale so that you can feel good about it and you can move forward and live your life's purpose. Don't allow any triggers or anything from the past to mess up your work that you have done. This is like, you might have a little dance with the devil here, but it's there for you to forgive and forget. Forgive and move on. It's never going to be forgotten. That's part of the healing work, but we can heal it to the point where it's not affecting my life anymore. It's balancing me out, if anything, not making me regret or have doubt. I am forgiving. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. You block it when you resent somebody. You have to forgive so that your mind, your body, your electromagnetic field cannot hold that weight anymore, and it won't settle in as depression or anxiety or provide triggers when you go to certain places and see certain people. Someone really could have done you dirty, especially in a relationship. But we are the Cancers that are moving forward, and we do things with emotion, not logic, and it brings us victory. 6 of Wands. Shady relationship, sneaky relationship, very well, that needs to be forgiven here. We're Cancers. Chariot with Page of Cups. We do things with our emotions. Sometimes that can be a lot to handle for others. They're just not prepared to handle us in that way. At the end of the day, we are the ones that are victorious. We are the ones that are winning. Our wins, adding another win to the bucket by forgiving somebody for something, or forgiving yourself for something that you might not have had control over, or now you realize it. That was the belief work that you had to do. You didn't realize it, now you did the work, and now you're good. That deserves a bell ring. Whew. Okay. Messages from Spirit. I like these. Compassion and psychic abilities. Ooh. We are tapping into our intuition. Our third eye is open here. We are compassionate about ourselves. We are compassionate about things that we do. We are naturally compassionate to begin with, and now we're owning that. And our psychic abilities are coming through. We're realizing that maybe your psychic ability is that you can be more compassionate than others. And some people might not understand that, and they might see you as weak, but that's not weakness. That's a gift. Messages from Spirit. Let's get 4 cards here. Three of Swords. We are being compassionate toward people that might have hurt us, right? But at the same time, we understand that we might have had to go through those hard times, that pain, right, in order to meet our wish fulfillments, and we're transforming, right? Once we forgive, I'm gonna bring this back to the forgiveness aspect. We forgive those that might have hurt us, that might have taken our words and ran with them, that might have messed up our mind in a shady way, that might have hurt our heart in some sense of way, right? But because of our desire, because of our hope, you need this. Because of our hope, we are able to transform our life. Take this as a confirmation that your life is transformed here. And you are able to manifest everything that you want because the tools are on your table. You can fill your own cup up, and you can have enough to fill others because your cup is overflowing, and you are in control, Emperor, of your emotions, 9 of Cups, and you are stable, 10 of Pentacles. And this is a massive aha moment for you that you will realize during these next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll say. I'll say 3 weeks. Massive aha moments and how stable you are because of the pain, because of the compassion you can have for things that hurt you in the past. I hope, oh wait, no, let me pull a fallback card. I can't forget that for my Cancers. Reflect on your strength. We forget how strong we are until we look back at what we've overcome. You are resilient. Your growth is forever. This is a beautiful ending here. Your growth is forever as we reflect on your strength and how strong we are until we look back. That's the forgiveness aspect. So close to achieving your goals, but realize where it all came from. 1111. My name is Alva Cantalan. I'm present, and I'm done speaking now.